It's here. SG, you and all your frail ass friends. Stop being so arrogant. Humble yourself. It'll keep you safe from danger.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They punched on him first, they jumping on his back, then he defended himself by, counterpunching these women and things like that.
The father of one of the women posted the video on Facebook saying the women had been standing up for a street vendor.
I am not happy. I'm tempted to check your pockets. In fact, I'm calling the f***ing police.
You can call who you like to call, man, but I gotta go.
No, you're not going anywhere.
Crazy week, y'all. I got attacked by a gang of feminists. My car got ran into in the parking lot. An elderly lady hit me. I even had to play Superman real quick. Y'all want to hear about it? Buys the shopping plaza from the residential area. But you can see over it, you know what I mean? You can see over it. So I walk closer to the fence and lo and behold, I hear the damn scream. It's a dangerous world out here. What you think? And listen, until I got one more Idaho 4 video I want to deliver to you guys. In the series anyway. I'm not saying that's the last big video I'm gonna do, but I want to tell y'all a story about danger. There's this place I like to go.
We're driving by and I'd like to report a domestic dispute in Florida with the white van. Florida license.
Rest in peace, Gabby and Brian.
Where's it at? 6 years. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street.
Maybe you don't need to be the one to help the woman. Maybe you need to record, ask other people to come to be a witness to what's going on, and maybe you need to call first.
New court documents shed light on investigators' findings following Saturday's shooting at this Wolf City gas station. Officer Sean Lucas responded to a disturbance call, and after he arrived, the documents say Jonathan Price greeted him, asking him multiple times how he was doing. Witnesses say Price had just broken up a domestic violence incident.
And listen, until I got one more Idaho 4 video I want to deliver to you guys. In the series anyway. I'm not saying that's the last big video I'm gonna do, but I want to tell y'all a story about danger. There's this place I like to go and get food at, and I'm not always able to go there during the week because I like my food a particular way. I'm what you guys call OCD-ish, germophobic. You know, I don't really necessarily believe in those terms. I just think everybody likes different levels of cleanliness, sanitation, whatever. So, but if you need to put a label on it so you feel comfortable and can identify, you know, more readily, hey, I'm not offended. Anyway, I'm at my spot. I finally make it over there. And what happens, I want to tell this story in exciting ways to draw you guys in, like the great storytellers, you know, Mr. Ball in that chapter, my boy Cartoon 53 from Avalon Crips. But I'm just going to tell it, guys. So I go to get my food, and then I'm pulling over because I have to handle some business and I don't want to be driving. I honestly was editing some content for, you know, Trayvon Martin. I put a picture up on Twitter in memory of Trayvon Martin. I think he just had a birthday or something like that, so rest in peace to him. So I'm pulled over and I'm editing because I want to get this out. My mind works so quick. If I don't do this now, I'm gonna probably not do it. So I want to get this out. I'm pulled over. I got my windows down. I got the air going. And I got my windows down. I'm one of those people. If you ride with me, I got the air going and I got the windows down, right? Because it's hot, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I could just let the windows up and, you know, just get the air right. But then it's too cold. And so I let the windows down, even though I could just adjust the temperature. I'm crazy as hell like that. Anyway, that's significant because this process took me probably about, let's say 10 to 13 minutes, right? So for 10 to 13 minutes, I'm sitting there, I'm editing content. And in the background, I'm hearing, I tried to do it. I'm hearing like shrieking, screaming. Now, mind you, I'm focused on what I'm doing. It's broad daylight. All type of people are around. And when I say people, not like people aren't walking around out of their cars. It's a busy area. Like I told you, I'm over here. It's a shopping center. I'm over here getting some food. There's shopping centers on this side. There's everything on this. It's a busy area. So there are people around. That's significant because I'm hearing this screeching, screaming, but I'm also not hearing it. Now I'm going to tell you what I think was going on in my mind. I think what I just told you was going on. Even though I hear this shrieking, screaming, it's broad daylight, so it's nothing. I'm hearing it, edited, not hearing it, right? Let's fast forward a little bit. I hear the shrieking, screaming still and more. So now it registers to me that, hey man, this is not just shrieking, screaming, and it's a bright day, so everything's okay. It literally sounds like a woman is screaming for her life intermittently. I am not exaggerating. I'm not being hyperbolic. This is not Nancy Grace drama for the video. It literally sounds like a woman is screaming for her life intermittently. The reason I say intermittently is because this is all my true crime crazy mind. If somebody's doing something to you, you might not just be able to scream back to back to back to back to back. This story is going somewhere. So you might just be able to scream, ah, ah, ah. Then they get you, you get away for a little bit, ah, ah, ah. But not screaming, like really screaming, screeching for your life. And that's what I'm hearing. So I listen. This time I stop and I listen, because remember I said I had my windows down. So the screaming sounds like it's no more than about 20 yards from me. But it's intermittent. So by the time I stop and listen, I don't hear it anymore. Now I'm wondering if I've lost my damn mind. But I'm about to listen because I'm a true crime fan. Let's fast forward, rewind just a little bit. I'm at Chick-fil-A picking up my food. Sorry guys, shout out to y'all. I don't eat Taco Bell. If I have to, I would, but praise God, I don't have to right now. I'm at Chick-fil-A picking up my food. I'm going back to my vehicle. I look, I go first, I hear, I look and I see like this 18-wheeler, this trailer. It's one of those trucks, the cab and that big 18, but actually it was a 40-foot container. If you know the difference, the trailers are a little lighter. The containers are made of steel or whatever that hard stuff is. I see it screeching. Now we're on a residential street. I see it screeching. I hear it first, then I turn a little, I look and I see it screeching, and I think about all of this later. I watched. And I'm watching because I couldn't see where it was screeching to, but I'm watching and I'm listening. And I thought later, the reason I was watching and I'm listening is because I'm listening to see, number one, if I'm going to hear any kind of crash, and then the level and amount of the crash that I hear. It's going to tell me if I hear it. I don't want to, but if I do, it's going to tell me if I need to go over there and see if I can help, or if it might just be a little fender burner. Now keep in mind, this is actually one of those cabs with a 40-foot container attached to it. You see them going up and down the roads and highways all the time, but we're on a residential street. So number one, why are you going so fast? You got to screech. I don't know what happened if somebody stopped. I don't know. There was no crash, thank God. It just made me think, why did that even register to me? I'm going to tell you about danger. Remember, this is what we're talking about here. Why did that even... that probably took me about a minute to, explain right there. But all of that happened probably within like I said, screeching tires. When you're screeching on your tires, how long does it take for your car to finally come to a stop when you get in one of those situations? Literal seconds, right? But all of that went through my mind in literal seconds. Okay, danger. Look over there. Is it danger? Measure the danger. No danger. Okay, everybody's safe. I literally, thank God, let's go on about my day. I thought about it by the time I got in my car. I wasn't thinking about it anymore, but it registered. Let's get back to the screeching. I'm not crazy, man, but I might be. But this time, I can't edit right now anymore, Trayvon. Rest in peace, because I'm a true crime. I might be crazy, but somebody, like, these stories that do you really think anybody at the food truck thought the young ladies were going to be murdered that night? Wherever Ethan and this girl was at, do you really think anybody in that circumference thought they were going? So let's talk about all of these stories. Do you really think Tristan's parents, when she left the house that night, or even Aiden's parents, you think they thought she was going to be murdered, or he was going to murder someone? Rest in peace. You know the stories. When Lena's mother left her at the playground for that small amount of time, do you think when she left that she had any idea that she would come back and not see her daughter again for at least the next couple of years? Cody's loved one. We know the stories. So this all of that, even though I know like sometimes I might be a little crazy in my true crime mind, I still understand that all of these horrors happen in very real life. You ain't got to go to no damn Wonderland for this blood to be spilled. It's happening next door to you. Your neighbors, your friends, your co-workers, the people you go to school with are the victims and the murderers and the killers and the beaters and the abusers. So all of this be going through my mind with my crazy ass. So I'm getting out of my car. We're talking about danger here. I'm getting out of my car, and now I'm not editing anymore because I need my camera. Because I don't got my other, you know what I'm saying? I just got my phone. So now I need my camera because now I want to, listen, I'm talking to you guys, but in my mind, I'm talking and thinking, having 2 or 3 different conversations. So I need to get this on camera. So I need to make sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing first, and then I need to get it on camera. So if I do have to call the police, I can show them or let them listen to what I'm hearing, right? I don't hear it anymore, guys. I'm looking in the direction that I know it was coming from. If it was anything, I don't hear it anymore. And I wait probably for about 5 minutes, maybe a little more, definitely 5, maybe a little more. And I got my camera on. Well, I thought I did. That's the funny thing. When I finally looked down at it, I wasn't even recording with my silly. But I tell you the damn truth. Don't need no damn hero and call me. I'm just going to tell you now, boy, it's not going to happen. You see that? I wasn't even recording. But I didn't hear it anymore anyway. So there you go. Now, I'm literally, you say I'm pausing now, that's kind of how I was in the situation. I'm like, I don't hear it, but I listened to it and I didn't listen to it for about 5 minutes before I finally said, yeah, that is it. Then I heard it again and then I paid attention, but then I didn't hear it anymore. So I'm kind of crazy, but I'm not crazy now. And it's a crazy world we live in. Anyway, I'm back in my car. I'm about to go where I'm going because I got something to do. But I can't. I'm talking about danger. We're talking about danger. So instead of leaving, I spin around the shopping plaza because now I'm looking for an officer. I want to tell him what I heard. Remember, I'm telling you guys, I'm explaining it right now, but I'm having 2 or 3 different conversations in my head. This is what's going on in real time. The conversations in my head, not how I'm explaining it to you guys. So I'm in my car, I'm about to leave, but I'm not about to leave because we live in a crazy world and I know I heard what I heard, but I don't know if I heard it, but I know I heard it. So I'm about to circle the shopping plaza and I'm about to tell, I'm looking for an officer because they're regularly here, 2 and 3 at a time. So I'm looking for one, I'm spinning the block, and I don't see a damn police car. Why the hell don't I see a police? Y'all always out here. Now, I know exactly where I can go. I can go across the street because they stay at it's a store over there that they stay at. But they're like patrol officers usually all in this area. And for some reason, I don't see one today. Damn. I want to tell y'all so much more, but I can't because the video is going to be too long. But this is my thing. Damn. How the hell y'all ain't out here? Y'all always out here. By this time, I'm back around to where I heard the damn screams at, and I gotta make up my mind now. I can go back to where I was parked at when I heard the screams, or I can make a right and go where I'm going to handle my business. Now, damn it, I done did everything I can. I ain't no Superman, I ain't no cop. I tried to record the screams. I got out, I heard, I didn't hear. I went and looked. I done did every damn thing I can, man. I really have stuff to do. I didn't tell you this. The reason I went looking for a cop is because I don't know if they're gonna come over here. I don't expect them to go rushing in nobody's house or houses. It was a residential area. I don't know where it was coming from. I don't expect them to just go knocking on. I don't know how they would handle that, but just in case they weren't able to find anything that day and something was happening, unfortunately, I wanted to tell them when I heard the scream, date, time, so yada, 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 so they could have that. You see what I'm saying? And then they can call me and be like, yo, bro, I was in the park. And then all your Nancy Graces and people, well, why was he in the parking lot? Did he set him up? Man, you don't get you know how many curse words we're talking about danger. So I done did my part, but that's why I wanted to talk to the police. I didn't find. Just in case later on, unfortunately, something happens, they could know, hey, at this date and time, this individual did tell us, this happened. So I'm about to get the hell on. Right? I'm going about my business, which I'm about to do. Make no mistake about it. Left is back where I was parked at hearing the scream. I got stuff to do. I done did my part, so I turn left. I turned left, y'all. We talking about danger, and I want to cuss some people out, but I'm not. I turned left. I went back to the damn screams, man. It's a crazy world, okay? What if somebody got somebody and a woman, because it was definitely a woman screaming, or a man who definitely, well, your imitation of a woman is impeccable. It was a woman. Damn it, what if somebody doing something to this lady right now, man? I can't just leave after I've heard, I can't do it. I'm telling you, the shrieking like, damn it, I'm trying to help me scream in a female shriek. I can't turn off after I heard that, man. But I went and I waited. What the hell am I gonna do? I'm gonna wait all day. Long story short, I pulled back up, but I went left, y'all. I didn't go and handle my business. I went left. I don't know what the hell going on, but I just can't leave right now. I make sure everything okay. It's crazy world. I go left. I park my car. Damn it, I get out. I'm calling the police. Let me tell you something, man. I'm a true crime fan, so I've heard the real life stories where people call the police because they stumbled upon something, because an emergency happened and they didn't have anything to do with it, but they found it, they got to call 911. And I've heard the ones where people actually were involved and they fake called 911. One thing that's similar about most of the stories, the people never listen to the 911 operator. Now, we got the bad stories too, but you be so frantic, the 911 call operator is trying to ask you specific questions so what needs to be done can be done, but everybody just be talking. You don't be listening. And they be trying to ask you, okay, this. Even like, where are you at so they can get there or send officers. And they be so frantic, just be talking. Man, I called this damn, and I called 911. I just called the local line. I called as soon as they, you got to go through the prompts, because if it's not 911, they ain't going to send you straight through. The dude answered the phone. He's like, okay, Mr. 911 operator. Now, mind you, now I'm in Inspector Gadget mode and detective mode. I'm at the car, on the phone with 911, looking at the area where I heard the screams and listening to see if I hear the screams at the same time. While I got the phone to my ear. Well, I'm a Bluetooth person, so I got a Bluetooth in my... No, you know what? This time I did have a phone. I can't remember, phone or Bluetooth. But I'm listening to the 911 operator too, and listening to see if I hear the screams, and watching, because I don't know. And, all of that's going on. But the one thing I'm doing the last priority on my list is, and I'm talking to the 911 operator. I'm telling them why I'm calling. The last thing I'm doing, which is the last priority on my list, is listening. The dude is trying to talk to me. And I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know what's going on over here. I don't want to waste your time. But you know what I mean? And he was just trying to ask me, like, where you at? And finally I told him. So by this time, the first time I walked to the same place, I walked from my car closer to it's like a divide, and it's a beautiful little fence right there that divides the shopping plaza from the residential area. But you can see over it, you know what I mean? You can see over it. So I walked closer to the fence, and lo and behold, I hear the damn scream. Now I got the 911 call on the phone, 911 operator on the phone. And I like, okay, now I got it, because I hear it and you on the phone. So I'm about to put you on speakerphone or whatever we need to do so you can hear it too. Because now it's coming. It's not, it's still intermittent, but it's like, instead of just one or two screams intermittently and then stopping for a few minutes, it's intermittent, one or two screams, then only stopping for a few seconds, then screaming again. This is how I'm not exaggerating any of this. So now I'm kind of amped, but I'm kind of worried, I'm kind of scared, and I'm kind of like, okay, who asked me finna have the kick? You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I ain't no damn. So what happened right here, man? I don't see the benefit in talking tough and talking about what you would do and would have done and etc. It's just kind of uncomfortable for me. That's the best way I can put it. I'm not into those kind of things. But I was telling you guys a story, and so I was trying to tell the story and say what definitely was about to happen without trying to sound tough, because as you're going to see as the story progresses, I'm not just talking tough. But once again, it just sounds it makes me uncomfortable, and it sounds kind of really, really lame to be talking about, yeah, look what I do. I mean, like, just be in the situation and do it. That's my pedigree. So I was stumbling now because I'm trying to find out a way to say, yo, this is about to happen without trying to sound like extra, extra tough. So there you go. If you in there hurting somebody, you probably have to hurt me too. I'm coming. I'm just be real with you. I'm coming. We're finna jump over this damn fence, and whatever going on is gonna go on. We're not finna hurt people. We're not gonna do that. So I'm telling you, I'm explaining it to you guys, but all of this is happening in a matter of seconds. So now, and he's still like, what are you? And finally, I'm telling him while I'm still walking, and I done heard the screams again. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm telling you, I don't know like the streets names. I ain't no police, but I can tell you this, what do they call it? This landmark. I'm here. So he's like, okay, cool. And by this time, I can see, and I look, and I hear what's going on. You can't make my life up, because I ain't even told y'all the story before this. I'm just gonna, now this is when I will exaggerate. It's some beautiful little girls, man. You can see it's so cleverly hidden. It's like God is playing a joke on you, because they were absolutely screaming for their life. Now, I'll tell you what I saw, because it was beautifully hidden between some trees. I saw one little girl go up, Like I say, now I'm exaggerating because they were probably about 30 yards away, but I could see. I could see like the bottom when they hit the trampoline, and then in the top when they come, over the trees or whatever. But like when they went up in the trees, it was kind of like they disappeared a little bit. So the one little girl that I could see clearly looked like she probably might have been about 7 or 8 years old. I don't know. I'm looking because I don't know, man. She probably like 3 or 4 feet 5. I don't know. Man, she couldn't have been no 5 feet tall. 3 or 4 feet. I don't know. It was a little baby, man. Probably come up to, if you 6 feet tall, she probably come up to right above your waist, right? I see it, Janet. I know now it's nothing going on because not only can I see them, and then there was another. I don't know how many, but I at least seen 2. I couldn't really see the other one, but I seen them to know it was somebody. I just couldn't make out, what they looked like. I just knew it was 2 girls because of how they were screaming. But I know now that it's not only them because I can see, but their screams are coming in sequence with when they jump up and down on the trampoline. Now remember, I'm telling y'all the story, but this is happening in a second. So I tell the 911 operator, man, my bad, bro. I feel stupid. I didn't call 911. Ain't nothing going on. I see the little girls right here jumping. They shrieking like hell. And the guy was he's like, no, don't ever apologize. If you're a true crime fan, see something, say something. We'd rather it not say something and not be anything going on than not say something and something happens. So that's how that situation ended. Now, what the hell does this have to do with this video? Because that's been 17 minutes long. Sleuth and Goose. Shit, it's a dangerous world, right? You accuse me of disrespecting a 4-year-old child I didn't even know you had. This was yesterday. When I'm recording this video, that was yesterday. That pissed me off. I told you, I said, I don't play with anybody's kids. Number 1, I don't know you. Number 2, I don't disrespect people, much less children. Are you high? I don't play like that. If I have my bias is humanity, but if I lean in any direction it's toward kids, I don't play like that. And I told you that very specifically. I said, if anybody disrespected your child while I was around, I would want to, encourage them not to do that. And I would hope that they would see the sensibleness. And I ain't God. I ain't no bully. I can't tell nobody what to do. It's a kid. You really want to talk about, she right there, talk about her if you want to. Like, I would try to say something if I felt inclined to get involved. I don't feel inclined to get involved in everything. But if I did, and then if they didn't, it might go left with me because I'm going to get triggered, with you playing with kids. I explained all of this to you in fewer words, but you couldn't have misunderstood what I said. I don't play with kids. I don't necessarily prefer people who do. So number 1, I don't necessarily appreciate you falsely accusing me, which you and your friends did all day. I'm not even going to go into all that. I'm just going to tell you how I feel. You falsely accused me all day. One of the things that you later falsely, I told you how I feel about people who play with kids after you lied on me and said I played with your child that I didn't even know you have. I don't know you, lady. And even if I did, I don't know what your child has to do with anything you and I would talk about unless you were doing something to hurt that child. Are you? Is your child safe? You're not going to hurt your damn child and say we're sad. Are you, Sleuthy Goosey? You said you watched my videos. Are you watching this one? Did you send one of your minions to watch this one? I told you I don't like people playing with kids when you falsely accuse me of playing with yours. And later on, I'm debating whether I should expose your ass, how much I should expose you, because this ain't about exposing you. This is about, we're talking about danger. See, you put yourself in a dangerous place playing with children around someone who told you they don't prefer people who play with children. And you came back, and after I told you that, and then you accused me of being some type of predator and some type of sexual, you weaponized children. You lied on me about your baby. I told you how I feel about people who play with kids. You came back and you played with Madalena. I got the screenshot. You weaponized Madalena. She's still missing. You brought her up in the damn conversation that didn't have nothing to do with her to try to take a shot at me. And I begged you, I said, make it make damn sense because that's somebody's baby and that child deserves better than that. So make it make sense why you brought her up to throw stones at me and she had nothing to do with it. You didn't respond. And then you came back again. This is 2 times after I told your ass I don't play with people who play with kids and I don't play with kids. Then you brought my babies into it. You brought Cody into it. You brought Lena into it. You brought baby M into it. Do you know how many curse words I want to say right now to you? Lady, you put yourself in a dangerous ass place. This bitch crazy. I was thinking about, I don't even know why this reoccurred to me. I was thinking about this all day and I wanted to make a Twitter post about it, but I knew I wasn't gonna be able to say it how I wanted to say it. We're talking about danger here. And then I did my devotion this morning. I was listening to 2 Timothy because I have this Bible app where it'll read it to you. So I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm listening to the Bible app, and it was reminding me of a lot of things. So I thank God, number one, for that. I thank God, number two, that I'm able to make these videos. Y'all, you and your friends, with you co-signing them, like I said, you're very manipulative. You let all of your little minions, your little puppets go out there and attack everybody and verbally abuse everybody, and then you sneak and like their comments and their verbally abusive banter toward people who haven't disrespected or condescended or been rude or cruel to them at all. You sneaking around liking it, but then you're gonna say, well, I didn't say anything about it. You didn't have to. You sent them. And then you like their comments to let them know it's cool, keep going. And then you sit back and play the innocent ass soccer mom. Your ass ain't innocent. Your friends cursed me out, called me all kind of names, and disrespected me for 24 hours straight. And I told them, you seen it, you were there. I said, y'all are not going to like it. It's funny because y'all are usually the most anti-abuse people in these spaces. But y'all ass always been abusive. Y'all done ran up on the damn lion. Y'all done ran up on the damn lion. I ain't no bully, but damn it, I told y'all fake because y'all always run around pretending y'all don't like abuse while y'all take up for baby killers. And I literally said, I'm going to talk to y'all like you're talking to me. I'm not right now because I'm giving your ass a chance to chill out. But I'm going to talk to you like you talk. I'm going to disrespect you. I'm going to speak condescendingly towards you. I'm going to bully your ass the same way you bully everybody else, and I did, and all of y'all back down. Not because I'm big and bad, because your ass is frail and weak. Y'all talk to me like I wasn't feces for 24 hours, and I said, when I talk to you like that back, you're either going to whine and play victim, or this sleuthy ass girl gonna have to come and save y'all. And guess what happened? The first time I did it, your ass came out the damn woodwork after you ran and hid when I called your ass out. We're talking about danger. So I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all talk to men to help you out here. And I'm gonna break this down. This video is 23 minutes long. Y'all know I try to monitor my video. Let me tell you, what the f is wrong with you? Are you fucking high? Are you smoking? Shit bad? All of those abusive ass things that y'all think y'all can just do. You tiny little caring ass woman, I will. But I don't even play like that, because why would I play myself off the street for somebody who wouldn't break a toothpick? But I will remind you and everybody who listening and watching that your ass ain't as tough and ain't as righteous and ain't as pure as you pretend to be in the damn comments. And I'm gonna disrespect you like you disrespect everybody else if you make me to show you that you ain't. And what are you going to do about it but whine, play victim, and block and report and get one of your damn brothers, cousins, and uncles, husband, or somebody. Because y'all ass ain't gonna do nothing. You just gonna run to them, lie, pretend somebody started something with your starting some ass, and send them on the damn mission to either throw their life away or get. That's what's gonna happen. And y'all stay at home pretty blue-eyed Dylan Lindsay asses and still gonna be out there breastfeeding like you ain't did a damn thing wrong when you accuse me of being a sexual predator because your feelings were hurt, woman. Ain't nothing around me or nobody on my. You went and screenshotted stuff from my Twitter and it's still on your damn page, and it was nothing incriminating about it. It's still up there. If it is, I ask you, show me what you got. What on my page? You underlined, I said if I had a son, I would forbid him. I'm not even getting into all that. You weaponize my babies. You weaponize child sexual abuse because your fucking ego was bruised and you just didn't want to admit you were wrong. The question is this right here, not if I have some type of sexual predatory nature in me, because I'm mad that killed. You know baby young, right? Because I'm mad that they ain't found Lena and Cody yet. The question ain't if I'm some type of predator. The question is, are you some type of predator because you are so comfortable weaponizing kids and sexual abuse against kids because your damn ego be bruised? Are you a predator? You playing with fire, and y'all do this type of shit. If we were in person and you did that shit to me, you're not a woman. You crazy as shit, and you need to get away from me before you see what triggering men does. You crazy, and I'm gonna calm down because I'm not you. I'm in total control right now. I'm just triggered as hell because I'm tired of y'all running y'all damn mouths. I'm tired of y'all running around acting like y'all some moral authority for the entire world while you do shit like that. You accuse men who out here fighting a good-ass fight for humanity of being fucking sexual predators because your ego bruised? Your friends running around me, my Jesus, shit, and then when I get back at them disrespectfully, I'm the bad guy? Let me help y'all out with this because this video too long, I'm gonna get out of here. When you bother people that aren't bothering you, when you spit on people that aren't spitting on you, when you slap people that aren't slapping you, you pick up a gun and point it at people that aren't picking up guns and pointing them at you, you don't get to dictate how they respond. If they your damn off, you just gotta eat that. Because you know when you got to control something, when you should have sat your immature ass down, when you should have sat your overly emotional, feminist, misandric, evil-minded ass down, devious-minded ass down, and acted like an adult. That's when you should have controlled something. Once you offend somebody, you don't get to tell them how they can offend you back. So women, I made this video to talk about danger. I know how the world is set up. You start trouble, you hide your hand, you pretend like somebody else started the trouble, and you get this gullible ass world to believe you. I know that's how the world's set up. That's why I don't give a damn. There are men like me out here. There are women like me out here. We're not gonna let you bully us. We don't give a damn if the world is gonna believe you when you lie and manipulate them as the story is told later. You're going to have to stand up and be a damn adult, not a feminist ass woman. If you're disrespectful, if you're mean, if you're cruel, if you're accusing people of shit they didn't do and you know you don't have no facts that they didn't do it, if they your ass, you ain't no victim.
The man hit them
Got what you
again,
deserve.
knocking them to the ground.
Innocent until.
Scary.
It's a dangerous world, right?
How big as he was, it was
There's two sides to
shameful
every story, and
situation.
those women started that.
Be
Says
safe.
has no regrets and has a warning for the alleged partner in crime still wanted tonight.
I shot her, so that's going to leave a message on his mind.
Long Beach police say they are still investigating this.
Breaking story out of Fort Myers where a teenage boy died trying to save his girlfriend. The two were hanging out in a field when a
School students' loved ones will gather to remember 16-year-old Damari Jackson. We News reporter Asha Patel is live in the newsroom this morning. So Asha, how are they going to plan to honor this teen and where will they do this?
Friends, family, and classmates will pay tribute to 16-year-old Damari Jackson at Fort Myers High School at a candlelight vigil.
Famous as hell for leaving it out. I'm gonna tell you what I just meant. What I just said was I am notoriously known for not completing all of the things that I desire to in my content. You know what I mean? I just said, you know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. The reason I told you that story about, you know, me hearing the danger and I went into all of the detail. Obviously, I didn't get everything about how I handled it, and I didn't exaggerate any. I don't even like doing stuff like that because I just feel like we live in a world where everybody's so look at me, look at me, look at me. I don't like doing that. I said it on Twitter. That's why my pictures are not all over my content. I'm not into that kind of stuff or being known for that. I'm here for what I'm here for, and that's not to be seen or known in that regard. If it calls for that, then of course. But if it doesn't, then why? You know what I mean? It's irrelevant for me. So it's the same thing for doing certain things that I do in my regular life. Why talk about them? I didn't do them to talk about them. I did them because that, you know, it's just what it is, you know. So I do things and I keep it moving. Most of us do, right? The reason I told you this story this time is because, and the story about, you know, what happened at Chick-fil-A with the tractor trailer, is because I always get accused of silly things like hating women and loosey-goosey accusing me of being a child sexual predator, and a friends accusing me of being verbally abusive and all these things after they verbally abused me. And I'm just gonna abuse you to show you how you sound. Now that you know you sound idiotic, now that you know that this sounds violent and you know you shouldn't be talking to people like this, can we rewind to the part where you initiated this with me or with all these other people that you run around reverse bullying, and you just don't do that so we can talk like adults? That's something else you had the audacity to say to me. You just don't want to have an adult conversation. You're right, I don't. Not after your friends have insulted me for over 24 hours. You have egged them on by liking their comments, me and other women at that. And now you want to talk sensibly? You want to pretend I don't want to talk sensibly to you. I want to show you who you are, and I want to insult your friends like they insult everybody else to see if they like it or see if they think it makes sense when it happens to them. I told you guys that story. I told her I'm going to show people who you are. If you don't block me, you need to block me. And the next thing she did was make up some BS about me, my babies, man. Are you serious? Do you follow me on Twitter? You know how I feel about babies. You know, come on, man. We're not doing that. My babies. You're going to accuse me of being sexually attracted to my babies? And you had nothing in life but your wicked mind led to that. I don't care. I really don't. I told y'all that story to expose her, to expose them. I really live what you see on my Twitter, man. I have videos that I edited them to show you guys. I didn't put them out. You see how I talk about police? I have videos of me interacting with police to show y'all how that looks in real time. Good. I ain't even gonna front. And I got other videos from years ago and stuff where the interactions weren't so good. I mean, I'm here, praise God, nothing happened, right? It wasn't good for them, I'll say, praise God. Once again, I ain't on the tough stuff. But I'm talking about the videos I have now, good interactions with police, because I don't like or trust police as an entity. I don't got a problem with individual officers. I'm going to let you you're going to tell me who you are, and then we'll go from there. Just like I'm going to tell you who I am, and then you proceed from there. But I'm going to show you who these people are as long as I'm here, not to insult them. Hopefully it'll make them say, you know what, I don't want to be like that. Or hopefully it's nothing to say. This is war for, I don't want to sound too Mother Teresa in a male. We warring for the right stuff. Let me just put it like that. So if I got to show people who they are and, do things to kind of try to like, hey, y'all see that? Because they say this, but look at what they doing. To kind of get us, I don't know, do my part to whatever I'm trying to do, then I'm going to do that, bro. And that's why I told y'all that story. They're going to lie and they're going to tell you things, but you're going to see me online and in real life. And you're going to say, well, what y'all saying just don't make sense. So why are you saying that? Like, there's nothing around him to make you say that. There's nothing around these women that y'all cursing out and abusing to make y'all do that. So why are you doing it? Because y'all don't ask those type of questions enough. Just like with Dylan. All of that stuff that her and the roommate said and did, and y'all still not asking why. And it's a reason why, because they fit your biases, they fit your preferences, and so they're allowed to and they're able to kill us, murder us, abuse us, curse us out, kill our babies at any time that they want to, and all we do is sit back and make excuses for them. And you think, I'm going to do that with y'all? It's not going to happen. I'm going to handle them how I've been handling them, Lord willing. I'm going to accept my rebuke and correction from God and others when it's reasonable, and I'm going to be in their faces. I'm going to be in their faces, guys. That's what it is. And I'm going to be exposing every lie they tell. This is how I get down. So, hey, man, I didn't tell y'all those stories so y'all could think well of me. I'll be arrogant here and tell you, I promise you, I got 1,000 stories like that. Because if I see somebody in danger, if I see somebody in a bad situation, I don't stop to be like, yo, is it? Yeah. I ain't foolish, because I can also tell you stories about men who ran to women's rescues and got killed. Guarantee you, them women ain't doing nothing for their damn loved ones right now. They still in the grave. So I ain't saying I'm foolish, but if I see something going on, I'm going to see what's going on. I don't give a damn what Sleuthy Goosey and her puppet say. So that's why I told y'all those stories. Not to try to make y'all think more of me.
Spoke to the mother of his girlfriend, who said she's so thankful for Damari, but is devastated. He's not here anymore.
He was so bubbly. Like, he was so happy all the time, big smile.
The 16-year-old put himself in front of a bullet to protect his girlfriend. The shooting happened on Franklin Street in Southward Village in Fort Myers on April 24th, when police say a months-long fight between teen girls got out of control.
It's scary, and it's sad, and it's infuriating.
It's two sides to every story, and those women started that.
Stewart didn't want to be on camera, but he told us he saw the whole thing go down. He says it all started when the man got into a dispute with vendors about the price of a hot dog. Stewart says the two women then got involved, called the man derogatory names, and told him to leave the vendors alone.
And they started punching on him first, and once they punched on him first, they're jumping on his back. Then he defended himself by, counterpunching these women and things like that. So the video caught only the second glimpse of the story.
Stories? Yeah, I like to tell stories. Hope you didn't miss the message. Rest in peace, Gabby and Brian. This ain't had nothing to do with them. Just had to talk to some people real quick. Why you kept asking him about shoes, man? This man, wow. It was a good week this week, y'all. Yeah, I know. We still gotta talk about it.